So today I get to present to you on Chic Innovator, a very good friend and a well-known and respected personal stylist, not only in Chicago, but also in LA and more. Rachel Jimenez Penca, founder and chief stylist of RachelJStyling. She's also an adjunct professor at Columbia College School of Fashion. She's also creator of the Stylist Symposium here in Chicago. Here she is, and here is a great interview. Also, watch till the very end because throughout we're giving out tips on how to style your best look. Rachel.
Argo.
I'm so glad you're here.
We're here together.
Thanks for being here on a Sunday too. I mean, I really appreciate that.
Thank you so much.
Well, again, I'm glad you're here, Rachel. And I've never really heard your full name until when you sent it, and I'm like, oh, okay.
I know. I can't lose the Jimenez.
Yeah,
and
no,
that's
you
why
can't.
I'll always be a Rachel J.
Yeah. No, I love the Jimenez part. I think it's beautiful and it's part of your background and everything else.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit. You're here as a stylist, adjunct professor, et cetera, but you're originally not from Chicago, are you?
I am.
Oh, you are
I
from
am
Chicago,
the suburbs of
but then you
Chicago.
moved?
I did. I lived
Okay.
in LA for like 4 years.
Okay.
So my parents are both from the Philippines, but they have an amazing story. They met in Chicago and then had us.
Yes.
I have 2 younger brothers. But I moved to LA for 4 years. So 2010 to 2014 was when I was there.
Okay. My parents are from Mexico and they met here.
Oh, really?
As well. They didn't
Isn't
know
that
each other.
weird?
I know it's so strange, right? You
I
go
know.
someplace else and then, meet the love of your life and then end up staying there in another country. I don't know how they did it, right? But it's fascinating.
That's like a whole
to hear.
nother story. We
I know.
should do that
I
about
know.
how
That's
our
a whole
parents
other
met each other.
story,
How-
but I think that wonderful vision that they bring for their life and then they find somebody who wants to share it with them, which I think is so beautiful.
Yeah.
But that is a whole other story.
That is.
So tell me why you moved to LA.
Yeah, so at the time it was 2010 and I was working, so first of all, I don't have a degree in fashion. It's actually not my background. I went to the U of I majored in advertising, I'm a minor in journalism, but I always kind of knew that corporate life was not what I wanted to do forever, right? So I switched out of advertising, I started managing a boutique, and then that boutique closed. So then Nordstrom...
And this was here or
This was here.
there?
This
okay,
is here.
Okay.
Right. So Nordstrom kind of caught wind that the boutique had closed, so I worked in a Nordstrom Oak Brook for a little bit of time. And then they promoted me out to LA. And I was ready for it. I think I was at the point in my life where friends were having kids and getting married, and I wasn't at that point yet. And so I was like, packed my car, drove across country.
And you went, oh
and
my
I went.
goodness.
It was the best adventure. Yeah.
Yeah, and you lived out in LA. What part of LA were you in?
So I was a Valley girl.
Okay.
I had no
All right.
idea at the
All right.
time what the Valley meant.
Ah,
I had no idea.
It's a way of life.
It's a way of life.
Yes.
So the actual address of the Nordstrom was in Nordstrom Topanga.
Uh-huh.
So the one like in Woodland Hills, like near Malibu.
Yeah.
So it was I saw Kris Kardashian come through. What's the other? One of the Kardashians. They'd come through. There were a lot of celebrities that came to that mall.
Yeah.
It was fun.
That's the big thing with LA, which is fun, and depending on where you're at too, right? Because you see celebrities left and right all the time. It's just kind of a very natural thing, which we don't get so much here in Chicago. A little more, a little bit more.
Maybe.
Yes,
Yeah.
a little more now that they're filming a little bit.
Yeah.
Some of the programs, but not as much. So you come back. Did you miss all that though? Did you miss kind of that?
I missed the lifestyle. I missed waking up and like going to the beach and just wearing flip-flops, and it's a very relaxed lifestyle.
Yeah.
Thank God I had a car out there because everything's so spread out.
You have to have a car.
You have to have a car.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
But your exercise is like just going to hike a mountain. It's just a different vibe. More nature.
Yeah.
So very flat here.
Yeah, and it's very focused when they go and they walk, right? It's like a hike. It's
Running.
You're running.
Canyon.
Yeah, you're just, it's a thing. It's a thing that you do.
Climbing stairs.
I used to do Latino Fashion Week, and we actually did it for several years in LA.
Oh, I didn't know
And
that.
so I know LA really well and have kind of a lot of friends and things like that there. So
Yeah.
I got to know it. It's a whole different mindset also.
Totally different.
And then the celebrity thing, it's interesting because they'll call you, like when you're having an event there or something.
Yeah.
And they'll end up calling you and we want our person on the red carpet.
Right.
And sometimes I'd get calls from their managers or their stylist.
Yeah.
You know, I have this new designer and I want to get it on
Oh,
this
yeah.
person and things like that. So it's a whole different thing. The one thing though, the first time that happened, I didn't know you really kind of have to set some boundaries. And I remember the first time we did the show, I ended up having 3 reality shows call.
Oh, wow.
And they were all excited about the show, and we were like, yes, you know, I'm thinking,
Excellent.
oh, this is so
Well, what
neat.
year was this?
Oh, I don't.
Because the reality show thing was like
Yeah.
around the time when I was there
Well,
too.
I would say
remember.
15 years ago, maybe?
Yep.
Yeah, around
Yeah.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
around 15 years ago it was
2011.
hot. Yeah.
Mhm.
So it was really, you know, a hot thing and everything else. And I was like, yes, of course, and whatever. Worst thing to do, because if you know anything about reality shows, they brought their producers. Everybody thought they were the hottest. You know, we're doing this thing. We're raising money for against human trafficking. So we were working with an organization there, and these 3 reality shows, I'm not going to say who they are, ended up having a fight. They ended up fighting with each other because they wanted more attention on it. Was such a mess. It was so funny.
Oh my
And so I learned
gosh.
my lesson. No,
Yeah.
you've got to put your foot down and, you know, no, this is what's more important, not this.
Right.
The
Wow.
venue helped us and kind of moved them along, if you will.
Yeah.
But it was hilarious, you
That's
know.
crazy.
I learned because you get so excited about these celebrities, but they kind of, at least those 3 reality shows kind of took
Yeah.
over. So I learned my lesson.
Interesting.
You gotta
So did they, so
put
you
some boundaries there.
piloted it, and did it actually air?
No,
Did I
it
miss anything?
wasn't. No, we were just doing our show. I was just
Oh.
doing Latino Fashion Week. I was doing my
Ah,
runway show
I
to
see.
raise money. At the time, it was against human trafficking. We were raising money. It's just that these people wanted to be on our red carpet.
I see. Yeah.
So the next 2 years that I did it, I learned. And yes, you can come, and no, you can't come.
Right. Boundaries.
Yes,
Yeah.
boundaries. You learn boundaries. So, but it's a fun place. You know, LA is a lot of fun, and I love Chicago. I love being here and traveling a lot. I know you do a lot of that.
Yeah.
Did you create clients there? Tell me a little bit about how you got into the whole styling
Yeah. So
arena, if you
I
will.
started my business between LA and Chicago. So I had known around 2013 that I was going to move back. And one of the clients that I actually met on the floor of Nordstrom was Vivica Fox, and you know who that is.
I know Vivica. I met
You
her.
know.
I've met Vivica
Did
here,
you?
and I stayed
Really?
a little
Yeah.
bit in touch with her.
Oh my
She's
God,
in
we should
LA.
always-
Yeah.
We should get together
Yeah,
next time she's in town, or we're in LA.
She's like amazing, so easygoing and gorgeous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Absolutely
Yes,
gorgeous.
yes.
I was just starstruck. I mean, you know, again, like at this Nordstrom, celebrities were walking through all the time. I worked in the designer department. She was walking through, I'll never forget, and she was looking at a Philip Lim dress, like this sequins Philip Lim dress, and we didn't have her size or whatever. And we exchanged numbers, and I remember as soon as I got that dress, I was like, I'm gonna text her and let her know that I had it. And it just kept going from there. And she kind of really taught me about how to dress a celebrity and for all the different events that they've got going on. Their press junkets, their press tours, their red carpet events, their charity events, right? And they always have to look different, wear something new. I remember one time she had told me, I can't wear that dress. I suggested a dress, and she's like, J-Lo had just worn that, you know, to another event. And so I learned so much from her. We became really, really good friends. I do remember telling her at the time that I was thinking of branching off and doing my own business, and just the most supportive person. Just the most supportive,
Super kind.
uplifting, like wants you to succeed and will support you and cheerlead for you. So we stayed friends for many, many years, and I actually got to dress her in some Chicago designers, which was really fun. But I knew that I was going to come back here. Starting a business in LA, for what I was doing at the time, I was just starting out. You know, I didn't really have the same connections that I do here in Chicago.
And it's
So
very competitive there.
It's very
too.
competitive. And
So many stylists.
yeah,
so
and
many
it's
different-
more out there for the
Yes,
celebrity styling,
yes,
for sure.
for sure.
Here, it's personal styling is I mean, it's gotten huge since I started, thank God. People are really seeking out stylists for their everyday looks, for work, for special events, where they didn't really do that before. You know, it was kind of only for celebrities. But yeah, it was a different market.
No, that's really great. But tell us a little bit how you, what's the difference between personal and then celebrity? What do you see as the difference?
There's all different titles for what we do, right?
Yes.
So you can call yourself really a celebrity stylist if you've worked with celebrities, editorial stylist if you're strictly just doing magazines, commercial stylist, personal stylist, fashion stylist. There's a whole thing of terminology that, through my work at Columbia, I hope we can clarify for some of the students and some of the population out there what actually is what. But personal stylist is really working with everyday people that just need help kind of elevating what they're wearing on a daily basis, whether that's like the coffee shop to do a fun podcast like this. And celebrities really are in the public spotlight.
So tell me what's the difference though? Tell us a little bit, because you being a professor at Columbia as a fashion stylist, and that has really been your mission now, to also educate people a little bit on that. But tell us a little bit of the differences between the different types of styling.
You know what? So right now fashion styling is a minor at Columbia. I'm really pushing for it to be a major, so that whole proposal is in the works. And so what I really want is to create a very well-rounded major so that people understand all the different areas. So, I mean, we talked a little bit about, the different titles that there are, but I want to educate and really bring a spotlight to the styling industry, because never before has it been so looked upon. In the spotlight. People really want to build a career in styling. And how do they do that? There's not many programs out there that really focus just on styling, right? Like I've taught online courses for, to get like a personal styling certification. Of course, some of the colleges in New York, FIT, will have different curriculum for fashion styling. But I would love to have Columbia be the go-to destination for styling students all over the country, all over the world, really, to kind of come to us and know you can, become the expert in men's styling. Know how to style different body shapes, different skin tones, how to accessorize, how to just complete all the looks. And so I think that's something that we're not taught. If you think about the education system, and I even going in the high school level, like I talk to high school students, fashion clubs, they're building it, but it still hasn't made the progress that I would like to see.
No, I love that you're doing that. I love that that's part of your vision. We want to thank Law Roach so much.
We do.
Right? We want to thank him. He's from Chicago originally, and I mean, he's really put the concept of styling and creating a whole life around it. And he has so much vision and contacts, and I love also that really has taught a lesson, I hope, to a lot of designers that a lot of times they'll close their doors and they won't open them when they see somebody new. And we know quite a few of them are probably kicking themselves, because he's very also firm in the sense that if you closed your door back then, I'm not going to open it for you now, with the styling that he does with Zendaya, right? Which is Zendaya.
And so many others.
And so many others, Although now he says he's just doing her and Celine Dion, and that's it, I guess, supposedly. Maybe. I don't know. I think they just came out.
He was like,
he and Zendaya just came out with a new line.
Like they've got a branding campaign going on with On. It was really cute.
Which is really
commercial. She was his assistant.
Okay.
It was so funny.
Oh, that's got to be so cute.
It was hilarious.
Yeah, but that has really put it on the map. I got to meet him when he came in to promote his book.
Oh, you went to the book thing?
Yeah, I went to the book thing, and that was kind of fun. And so I actually got my book signed.
When I met him at a Neiman Marcus event, and I literally started to tear up a little bit. Just because of the what he has created for all stylists to kind of look up to him and be like, this is what's possible with this skill, right? A lot of people kind of overlook styling, as just something that you can't make money doing. You absolutely can, especially now. I think a lot of brands rely on stylists to help complete their vision for all their marketing that they do, etc.
And I've
all
got
the
to
time.
tell you, people, so today I've changed 3 times.
No,
But
you're
I wanted you to see this, designers. I wanted to share these
so
designers.
cool.
They're from Colombia. I just
Yeah.
met them. I went to Guatemala Fashion Week, where there were several fashion weeks that were there. But we'll talk about what I'm wearing a little bit, because I'm like, I gotta let her know. And I know we'll show the boots and
The shoes, the whole look.
You love the boots, right?
I
I fell
boots.
in
Like,
love
I
with
want
these
them.
boots. Yeah,
You should
it's
just show
Patricia
them.
Mejia, and she's from in Colombia, but she sells here in Chicago and all over U.S. as well.
Yeah.
And so I'm hoping to bring her in for runway.
I would
yeah.
love to show her to
Yeah,
my clients.
yeah, it's kind of fun, and then because you're always looking for new ideas,
Well,
right?
right.
So, and that's the thing. So, tell me a little bit, because the thing, I'm a businesswoman, as you know. I own a couple of different businesses. I own the tech company Runway Latinx. Is actually a business. It's a social enterprise, because the money we raise does go into Pivoting in Heels, which is a non-for-profit.
Yeah.
And then we raise money for scholarships and internships and giving back. But I do think that it's important that if somebody goes into an industry, that they're going to make money. They
sure.
should make money, right?
Yeah.
As much as I think a lot of times people say, oh, I'm a creative, I'm going to create, and I'm not going to make money. Well, you've got to live off of something.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. Yeah.
So tell me how the industry of styling has changed and has changed toward it being something profitable. Like, what was the switch?
Yeah.
And for people that are interested in going in it, and I was at a panel that you were on the other day listening, and I know you were talking about the fact that, and people were asking, well, how do I know what to charge?
Right.
So if you could talk a little bit about all that from
Yeah.
the perspective of it as a business.
Yeah. Hey, making money as a stylist. There are a lot of different ways to do it. I don't think people are aware of it. If you are entrepreneurially driven and you want to start your own service-based business, you have to be very clear about what your services are, right? So are you just working virtually? Do you want to work with clients in person? Do you want to do closet editing? I do tons of in-home styling sessions, because for me, I have a lot of clients that are just overwhelmed with going into the mall. They hate stepping foot in a store to see all the different brands and not know what the heck to do with it. So I do a lot of my sessions in-home with clients. So service-based. Don't forget, styling is a service-based business. That's how you can make money there. Never before have I seen so many brands reach out to me as a stylist, and I know it's happening throughout the industry. So the partnerships that we have with the different brands, from large brands to department stores to local Chicago designers, local boutiques, there's money to be had there, right? There's contractual agreements in which you really become an extension of that brand, right? And with as many options as I do have right now, I want to partner with those brands that understand the value that a stylist brings. Meaning that there is a commission payout, there's a partnership there's an understanding that I'm really working for their brand and helping to get them clients that they would not have otherwise. And so I think that that's a huge part of the business where a lot of brands are finally understanding that stylists.
So do they ask you, though, for a roster of your clients? Like, how do you present yourself and your value?
Yeah.
How do you exemplify that too?
So they don't specifically ask for your client names. You can offer them if you'd like. But they do want to know that you're a consistent stylist, that you're not just doing one thing here, right? That you have, each month you actually have a consistent clientele that you're working with, and that you're presenting, their product to. And so I think that there's a lot. Some of the brands now are making it very difficult because they want to vet the stylists, right?
Right.
Because there are stylists saying that they are stylists, and they're not actually having clients that they can, style, right? It's different when you're starting out and maybe you're doing test shoots or you're doing some work for free. That's fine. You're, honing your craft and building your skills. But there comes a point where if you don't have clients, you don't have a business. You have an idea, you have a hobby, you have something that you enjoy doing, but you're not actually making money doing it. So I think brands are getting much more savvy about researching the stylists, actually looking at their websites, their followings on Instagram, and seeing what they're doing. I think that's
Because one of the
important.
things you said the other day on the panel, which I really I loved, is because there's the other side of it. So if it's a personal stylist that someone is looking for, on the other side, how do you pick a stylist? And one of the things that I think a lot of people think is they're going to look at you and what you're wearing, or another stylist and what they're wearing, and based on that they're going to choose. But that's not the right way to choose, because when you're putting together a look, at least you were saying this, when you're putting, and also some of the other stylists said that, you're going to take into account that individual and all the particulars of that individual. Can you go through that a little bit? It's not like you may like this or not like it, but you're not going to necessarily pick this for me based on what you like. You're going to pick it on what might fit that individual. So can you talk a little bit about that?
I think one of the things that I'm most proud of is that my clientele is very diverse, and a lot of them don't look anything like me. I am pretty petite, Asian girl, black hair. So often of my clients there's a little running joke in my town. I've got a lot of tall, blonde clients. And I think as a stylist, you have to be able to style all different body shapes and know all different personalities, figure out what it is about their style, and then match the brands to their body shape and to their vibe, right? I think the worst mistake that stylists make is to think that, yes, they've got good style, they can dress themselves, but that they may be able to dress that person, but that's not what the client wants.
Right.
The client doesn't want to become a mimic of you, right? They may like certain things about your style, but ultimately they're looking at your skill and the ability for you to kind of figure it out what it is about them, bring that out, and then complete looks that actually showcase.
So curious, like what are some of the questions that you go through?
Kind of the same thing that I do. You have to have that conversation. Because a lot of people we're on autopilot. We're on autopilot, shopping, dressing, getting things in our closet, hanging it up, leaving there, not really putting it together in a thoughtful way, or figuring out a way to actually let our closet and our wardrobe work for us, right? Yeah. Because you don't have the conversation. Whoever, it's so great that you would talk to your clients about that, because they're like, I don't have a bowl to put my keys in, right? Yeah. Same thing for me. I'm looking at them like, how do you even know that you have all these belts? Because you can't see them. Right. You can't see all your shoes, right? So it's being more strategic about how you approach getting dressed and your closet, and figuring out how to make it work for you. Yeah. I think that it starts with the conversation and then the consultation of asking them about their lifestyle to make it fit with them. Because a lot of people, we talk about capsule wardrobes, let's just say that, right? And a lot of people maybe want to become more minimalist. Some people want to be on the extreme of that. I don't know where you fall. Do you feel like you're
probably a little more extreme?
Yeah.
I just built another closet.
You did?
My daughter's not at home, so I did a walk-in closet downstairs, and I'll tell you why in a second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you lean more maximalist.
Yeah.
I would say I'm somewhere in the middle. I err more maximalist.
Yeah.
Like I love.
Stuff.
I love stuff.
I'd love to be more minimalist. It's very well organized.
Right.
And I do know what I have.
That's good.
But I'll just share with you why. I buy expensive items.
Yeah,
I know a lot of designers,
your
and
purses,
so my purses, my shoes, my blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Some expensive items, and so I like quality, and most of it, are things that you can keep for a long time.
Yeah.
I don't want to throw them out. I don't like always selling.
Right.
Sometimes I give away, but not. It depends. So one of the things though is. This is funny because I'm on social media a lot. I do a lot of events, and I have to tell you, Rachel, I've actually had, I put away some of my things. Some of the items are classics, so I can wear them forever. Yeah. Bring them back. So I'll hide some of them.
Mm-hmm.
5 years, 10 years. No, in my closet. I organize them. Okay, this I'm not going to wear for literally 5 years or 10 years.
Yeah.
And then I have had, and this has been CEOs who have contacted me and that's a really great look on you. Didn't you wear that at this event like literally 5 years? I think they follow me on Instagram or Facebook or something.
Yeah.
And they're recognizing.
How does that make you feel?
I'll combine it or mix it up. And I don't wear like things that often. I have some pieces like my boots. These boots I will wear, but it's so funny to me. Yeah. It is so funny to me. But I think, hey, they're good pieces. I like wearing them, and obviously somebody's
You
watching
should.
that they remember. So how did it make me feel?
When someone pointed out that you may have worn the same thing. I mean, just
I
embrace
thought
the
that
outfit
was,
repeating.
I thought,
I love it.
wow, they're watching. That's a good thing.
That's a good
I think
thing.
it's a good thing.
They're following your
Yeah,
style.
they're following what
Yeah.
I'm wearing. But it's funny. And these are men that are watching. I've never gotten it from a woman.
Really?
No, these are
Interesting.
men.
Well,
It's
maybe
interesting.
They're following you for others.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like,
I doubt that, but it's
You
funny.
never know.
But it's funny. Yeah,
People
it's
pay
interesting.
attention. People
Pay attention. People who are into fashion or have their style or look, they pay attention.
100%.
And it's okay.
100%.
I really do think that it's not a good thing to think that every single time you have to wear something different.
No.
But as stylists, I think the good part about it is they'll help you how to make it look a little different.
1000%.
Right?
Yeah.
That's another.
Yeah. I was
that
actually
you
with a
wear.
client yesterday. I kid you not. Western suburbs. She has beautiful, gorgeous things, like an enviable closet. I don't think I've ever seen so many blazers. I think we counted maybe 50 blazers, 55 pairs of jeans. She has a lot of stuff. I put her on a shopping freeze. I put her on a shopping freeze. I said, no, you can stop. I put 2 clients on shopping freezes, like holds. Like, you don't need to add anything else into your closet. We just need to figure out how to make different looks from what you already own. If I went in your closet, because it sounds like you have a lot of beautiful things, the versatility or figuring out how to make it into different combinations.
Yeah, and that's what makes it
That's
fun.
what you want to do.
And that's what
right?
makes it fun,
Yeah,
right?
you don't want to love a piece and then wear it once.
You know, it's interesting. I have a lot of gowns. I do go to galas quite a bit. I mean, it's eclectic because I have my business. I have more of my fun, stuff if I'm traveling and things like that. And then I do go to galas a lot. So I've told my girlfriends, look, if you guys have a black tie event, call me.
Same.
I mean, I will show you.
I'm that girl too.
Yeah, I mean.
I'm dressing my friends.
Yes, I mean, why not? And then I was telling you, we do the tea. We do a high tea. Pivoting in Heels, raising money for scholarships. But we do a high tea every year that I've been doing for many years. And so I have a wall, as I was telling you, of the fascinators and hats. And it's wonderful to me. It decorates the wall, but it brings nice memories as well because all of those teas, and I go to a couple of teas a year.
Yeah.
We're always with fond memories. You know, I get to see friends, we get to exchange, we get to support each other. And I think that's another thing that clothes, sometimes carry that with it. Some of those pieces have wonderful memories attached to them. And so some of them, because of that, I may not let them go. Yeah. But then there's also others that,
you could,
the trends, I think for me, if there's something that's very trendy, I don't think people should spend a lot of money on them.
No, I would agree. I would agree. Not on the trendy pieces.
Yeah.
The classic, really good quality pieces. And the hard thing is, and I know you know this, is that once you try on good quality, you know how it feels against your skin. Right. You can feel the weight of it. You can almost feel who made it with their hands, right? It's hard to go back to having a piece of clothing that just was made with fast fashion, and that's an industry in itself, right? Yes. But we are a society that has been over consuming for way too long.
Tell me what you think about the fashion in Chicago and how we can,
I mean, I think we have evolved and progressed so much since those days, right? Yes. Even 15, 20 years ago. But I mean, I really started my business when I came back from LA because I saw the Chicago fashion scene, I'm going to be very honest, as pretty boring. Yeah. Pretty boring and bland. I think that there are people out there that would really just rather blend in. They'd rather blend in and not stand out, not be seen. And I saw this and I thought, gosh, there's so much potential here to be really bold, to stand out, to show your true personal style. And so that's kind of how I started my business. I remember going downtown Chicago and the uniform for corporate guys at the time, you know what it was a blue shirt, khakis, brown belt, and brown shoes.
I'm in tech, people, so it's still the same.
It's still the same. You didn't help all the...
I don't wear it, but
you don't know
a lot of our engineers, I mean, that's what they feel comfortable with, and that's what they wear.
I have clients in tech, too, that just are oh, it's just work.
It's just
work. But, I mean, how much time do we spend
So it's kind of fun.
You gotta wear it. We got one life, people. You
gotta wear it, yes.
Yes, but to the other end of the bold and bland, I think we have evolved to be very bold and bougie, I guess, for lack of a better word, but we know how to show out. We know how to show out. I mean, we are a city of all different types of designers: streetwear, runway, couture.
So I have to tell you, I am very excited because the name of our show is Runway Latinx.
Yeah.
And now with The Devil Wears Prada, it's all about runway. I am so excited about that because that's runway. Everything's runway right now.
I'm so excited
So I'm like, yes, this is good.
It's a good year. A couple good tips.
Give us a few tips.
Please go into your closet. Spend some time, like a couple hours, and just try on your clothes. Maybe take it by category. Try on all your dresses. Try on all your tops. Like really look at yourself in the mirror and kind of see how things fit and if it's the same as maybe when you bought that item.
And take notes. You said to take notes, right?
Yeah, I would say take notes because a lot of times people are like, I don't know what I need. You do know what you need. You've just forgotten by the time you've gone shopping. You're getting dressed in the morning and you're like, I don't have the whatever that is, white shirt, white button-down shirt, or a black belt. And then you never write it down, and then when you're shopping aimlessly, you have no idea what it was that you need. You're just shopping to shop. So if you're more strategic about the pieces that you need and more thoughtful, I think that that's another tip. So write down, whether it's a note or your journal. The third thing I would say is to use the power of visualization. Because a lot of the clients I work with, they don't have time. That's one of the frustrations, is they need to look really good and put together. They don't have time to do it. At night, literally before you go to bed, when your eyes are closed, like actually, whether it's the Sunday night before the week starts or maybe the night before you have a meeting or whatever it is, like actually I'll close my eyes and put the pieces, ooh, that blazer, I haven't worn that pant in a while, and pair it together so that in the morning at least you have an idea.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
I feel like sometimes we're just opening up our closets and we're like, whatever, and then you do your, kind of go-to, and it's been...
No, I plan my meetings and my events a couple of days before. Like, I am actually planning and moving. Yeah, because it sets the tone for the rest of everything else.
And it just is one less thing for you to think about. Yeah. Especially you got like how many businesses that you're running.
Yeah. No, and a couple of times there's a couple of events. So, you've got to have the shoes that you're going to, these little things that change the outfit, right? From business to, going out at night and making it a little bit more of a look.
Yeah.
Those are great tips.
Good.
Should they take pictures?
100%.
Okay.
Take pictures of your outfits, create like an album so that you have, that's what I do for my clients during sessions. Like we put the full look together, we take pictures, then they get like an album so that they can see it. One of my clients actually printed out all the photos, and she's pretty old school, and she has like a big 8x10 binder right in her closet, and she actually flips through. Okay, what did Rachel say to wear to this?
No, and she's going to remember then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think train yourself. Like dressing well isn't something that all of us were taught.
Right.
Right? Maybe some of our parents did teach us how to dress well, through how they dressed, but it's not something that everyone has.
And trends, don't spend a lot of money on them. Those are fun. Those can be more fun. Yeah. Hi everybody, so I really want to thank RachelJStyling for her input. I did want to wrap up with giving you a couple of tips on what I use to style my clothes. So I like my look to stay elegant because I'm a businesswoman. I get to go to a lot of events, galas, and a lot of casual events too, but through it all, the look that I like to personify is something elegant. So here are a couple of tips that I think work across the board. Number one, when you're looking at what to wear, and you should plan your clothes ahead of time, Rachel talked about that. Make sure you cover about 2/3 of your body. Of course, not while you're on the beach, but definitely for business meetings and for others. So what does that mean? So if you're gonna wear a shorter dress, then try to not be, shoulders bare, or try to not have very low cut, especially when you're using it during the day for business meetings. And I would suggest that if you can wear tights or boots, even better with something short. But wear sleeves if you can. And if you're wearing longer, you can get away a little bit with, shoulders being shown or a little bit lower cut. A blazer will help you look very businesslike all the time. So choose your blazers carefully. One of the things I want to talk about before I go a little bit more in depth on kind of how to combine your looks is quality, quality, quality. Get good fabrics, get good tailoring. If it doesn't fit right, find a tailor. That can be your best friend. I have Marco in the Lincoln Park area, and I go to him all the time with all kinds of ideas as well. But good tailoring will elevate your look. Even if the items that you're purchasing are not that expensive, they can be good quality. So make sure to do that. And look at fabrics, look at your linings, look at the buttons. Even changing a button on an outfit will make a big difference. And structure. When you're looking at how to make yourself look more elegant, more tailored, structure makes a big difference. And that is structure in your accessories. So for example, if during the day you're doing business meetings, a structured bag, a tote, will make a big difference. Not a lot of slouching. Finally, I do want to talk a little bit about accessories. Jewelry, purses, hats, boots, etc. Shoes, right? Less is more. Good quality is better. So don't wear tons of jewelry, but make sure that what you're wearing is a good piece, a good quality. And coordinate your outfits if you can. If there is a theme, go with the theme. Go from head to toe if you can. Make sure that you check all points. But again, not tons of something. Good quality is better. And as Chanel said, before you leave your home, take off one item. I do it all the time. I check myself. Make sure you check yourself. And last but not least, to look elegant and put together, don't forget, check in the mirror before you leave. Your makeup, your whole look. That means also looking in the back. I have to tell you that it can happen. You've got your whole look put together and then there's something sticking out in the back that shouldn't. Worst case scenario, but you don't want to walk into a meeting like that. So here are some tips. Hopefully they will help. And thanks for being a chic innovator. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. It's free.